Hi there. My name is Joseph Bermudez, and I'm currently a senior at Gregory High School in Modesto, California. I will be attending American University this fall in Washington, D.C. I would say that throughout my 4 years of high school, I've been pretty involved. I have worked at Journeys, which was a shoe retail company, for the last 2 years. I have over 100 volunteer hours from the Stanislaus County District Attorney's Office, and I also volunteer for 8th Street Ministries, which is oriented towards helping the homeless and feeding the homeless population of Modesto. I also received a certificate of recognition from the California State Legislature for dedication to my culture, and I was selected as one of 100 students statewide to participate in the Chicano Latino Youth Leadership Project, which is oriented towards developing future leaders, and it was hosted in the state capitol, which meant that I was able to interact with a lot of local leaders. I was also the co-founder of Teens Engaged in Activism, which is a club oriented towards social justice within my school. And I'm in the California Scholarship Federation, which is the honor distinction upon graduation at Gregory. But aside from that, I would say that what really makes up the essence of my mentality and what I place most importance on is the life experience which I have, which I believe has really shaped me to become the person I have become today. First and foremost, to go over the key points within my essay, my family had an extremely big impact upon me. I lived with 15 people in one single house. They were all my family members. So as a result, I became very close to my family. And they learned that culture was one of the most important things which they passed down to me. And it was really influential in shaping my mentality. My family has been my sole motivator and my biggest factor for doing good in school because of their endless support. Coming from a family of immigrants, I heard constantly of the surreal struggles and harsh reality of poorer countries merely because they did not have money. Because of their life experiences, they made sure that we knew the value of sacrifice and struggle. Comparing my life to theirs, as I began to learn that survival is relative, but resilience is definitive. Personally, I had to be resilient within my environment. Living in Modesto, California, it's a constant battle against statistics. It has one of the highest crime rates in the nation, and it was actually one of Time's top 5 worst cities to live in because of its relatively high poverty rate and really high crime rate. But it's different because for me, it's home. Along with only having one parent with a high school education and being the first generation in my entire family to both attend college and be born here in the United States, I knew that I wanted a better life. I wanted to actually live my life and not just merely survive. I have thankfully survived this far because of the support of my family. And as a result, they have instilled a great sense of pride for my culture. And I've learned that adversity is something that you should really value. And that's something that I face most of the time. So, for example, I familiarized myself with the legal system at a very young age, considering it necessitated me to worry. The legality of my family members and the citizenship of my family members were at stake. Because of this, having this firsthand experience, I really want to dedicate my career to sharing fairness and the general welfare to not only a select few, but to everyone, and especially marginalized people. I plan on going into public interest law because of my internalized life experience, and I believe that success should fundamentally be made easier for others. The fact that politics and policy permeate everyday life has prompted me to go into public interest law, and it has even affected education, something which was always made to be the great equalizer, for example. I'm extremely proud of being educated by American public schools, but I have seen firsthand the inequality that many students face, and personally, I would change these laws to benefit a wide selection of people within my community. Luckily, I have not fallen through the cracks of the educational pipeline of which I am susceptible. Why? Merely because I'm one of the lucky ones. I believe that education should not be collateral damage of politics, but the thing is, education is just one of the many issues affected by partisanship and human pride. Having experienced struggles with education and immigration firsthand, I know that they intersected with the legal system and the justice system, which touched everyday part of life. I plan to go into law with the intention of advocating for just and equitable opportunities. For me, there is no greater honor than working on behalf of furthering the will of the working class and attempting to make the lives of Americans better. Our legal system has constantly marginalized oppressed people, which far too often maintains the status quo. I believe that we need to take a deep look at our criminal justice education and legal system and reform it to be much more compassionate because we should be a land of second chances. Thankfully, I have gotten this far with the support of my dedicated family community, and their realities have become something which I place great importance of. Their realities has enriched my outlook upon life. Thankfully, I know that my purpose here on this earth is to help those who are in greater need than I am because I've been extremely fortunate in my walk of life. I sincerely thank you for hearing my message and greatly appreciate the consideration for the scholarship for Arata, Swingle, and Egmond, and Heitlinger. Thank you.